Hello and welcome to Market Square, where we shine a light on everything that concerns business in Nigeria and the global space. In this episode, we'll be examining a critical issue that's been affecting our nation's economy and global space, the impact of insecurity on Nigeria's tourism industry. I'm Francis Obu. Stay with us. Welcome back. Nigeria is blessed with incredible tourist attractions from the Osun-Osogbo Grove to the Yankari National Park and the scenic beaches of the Niger Delta. However, insecurity has been a major setback to the growth of our tourism sector. Joining me to discuss this topic is an expert in the field who will share insights on the impact of insecurity on Nigeria's tourism and potential solutions to addressing this challenge. Please welcome our guest who is an expert in travel and tourism. We'll be discussing the ways in which insecurity has affected Nigeria's tourism industry and marketing of destinations in Nigeria, and potential strategies to reviving and growing this vital sector. Welcome on the show, Shola.
Thanks for having me, Francis.
Okay, so please tell us about your brand.
Okay, thank you. Travel Afcon is a leading travel company, specializes in group tours, private getaway, and corporate incentive travel, and a wide range of related services across 60 plus countries. And with over 7 years of experience and over 2,000 customers who have been satisfied, we deliver seamless, premium, yet affordable travel experiences. Our expertise, attention to details, and commitment to excellence makes us trusted choice for unforgettable journeys. And we are, like I said before, we are located in Lagos, so it's a Nigerian-owned travel brand.
Okay, so how do you think insecurity in Nigeria has affected the tourism industry as a stakeholder?
Insecurity has made many destinations less accessible. People are afraid to travel due to kidnapping. It's a common knowledge, and banditry and terrorism also has been on the rise for a very long time now. And this fear affects both local and international tourists, leading to fewer bookings and a lot of cancellations.
Now, let's look at what specific security concerns do you believe has had the most significant impact? And do you estimate the economic losses of um, Nigeria has incurred? Like, what do you think is the huge impact this has affected, it has had on the industry?
In my opinion, I would say the biggest concern at terrorism in the north, banditry in rural areas, and frequent kidnapping. Before now, kidnapping used to be a thing that used to happen in specific states. Now it's like it's something that's happening all over the country. And this issue has forced so many tourism sites to shut down or operate below capacity. While exact figures are hard to come by due to data issues, it's clear that Nigeria loses billions of naira yearly in potential tourism revenue as compared to other countries like Kenya, Rwanda, and countries in Africa that are doing so well in tourism.
Okay, so you've marketed destinations across Africa. Now, can you draw a contrast between how the system works there and how you think it should be done in Nigeria so that we can have people coming into the country and feeling relaxed as tourists?
Yeah. And I would say in countries like Kenya and Rwanda that I've mentioned before, they have tourism boards and the markets, the destinations, and to also make sure that securities are in place for tourist destinations. And so that makes people feel safe. It makes people feel comfortable to travel to these destinations. And they are also backed by the government. They create infrastructures and create avenue for people to feel safe and feel welcome in these destinations.
So, can you share with us an experience you've had in the period in review that you've been marketing destinations? Have you had maybe some deals you had to turn down because of the situation in the country, and how did that impact on your career?
Okay, so I would say not directly to me, but because I have the experience that have made me to avoid some of this situation. But I've seen situations where people, other travel companies were marketing Nigeria as a destination, and you go under the comment section, and people have a lot of things to say about kidnapping, about keeping money for ransom if you want to travel to so destination. Those things are not encouraging, but at the same time, they are not lies. They are things that are happening. But these are negative things, and when people read these comments, it doesn't encourage them to travel within the country. So it has been a whole lot of bad experience with people sharing their experiences, and also coming up with a whole lot of things that have happened in the past and comparing it to what will happen if people decide to travel to these destinations. So it doesn't encourage local tourism at all.
So, are there specific areas that are considered particularly of high risk to tourists from your experience?
Yes, northern Nigeria is considered high risk due to terrorism. Parts of Kaduna, Zamfara, Borno, Niger State, and before it used to be the north, and now it has moved to the east as well. People are afraid to travel to places like Enugu for the fear of being kidnapped. People are afraid to travel to even Abuja, which is the federal capital territory. People are afraid to travel there because there have been rumors, there have been incidents of kidnapping, and one chance and all of those things. So before now, it used to be a specific place, specific state. Now it seems like it's all over the country, and that is really not encouraging. Even the middle belt as well is being affected and also face threat of bandits.
So, are you comfortable with the role the government is playing in tackling insecurity and how, on the long term, it's going to affect tourism?
I think the government has made some efforts, like increasing military presence in troubled area and creating tourism, but I don't think that's enough. I think the government can do more in enhancing security in local places, because most of the tourist destinations are mostly local places that people like don't frequently visit. So if there can be more securities in these places, I think it will boost the confidence of travelers to want to visit these destinations.
Okay, so pundits have said Nigeria can boast of several tourism destinations that are even much more um, beautiful than what we have outside the country. Yet these people outside Nigeria and across Africa are making millions from tourism. Now, you talked about tourism board and your experience in selling destinations across Africa. So, are there some models or strategies you think Nigeria can adopt towards boosting our tourism sector?
Okay, so yes, countries like Tanzania, like Kenya, they improve in their tourism sectors by focusing on security, branding, and strong government policies. Nigeria can learn from them by creating tourism zones with special security, public or private partnership, and strong crisis communication system. We have a long way to go, and we need to first of all see tourism as a big deal that it is. We Because we are mostly focused on oil and on real estate, and tourism gets like a very small share of the of what seems to be beneficiary to the economy. So I think if the government should focus more and see what tourism could potentially bring to the country, I think we would begin to see good impacts.
Okay, so viewers, you've been talking to Olushola Shegbenu, and she is the managing director of Travel Afcon, a leading travel company based in Lagos, Nigeria. With 7 years of experience, she's a seasoned travel expert known for her passion, precision, and excellence in curating seamless, unforgettable trips. She's a well-trained entrepreneur and combines her global expertise with strategic problem solving to deliver top-tier travel experiences. Thank you so much, Shola. Now, on our last question, so what potential opportunities or areas of growth do you see the Nigeria's tourism industry in the future?
I think cultural tourism, a lot of people are fascinated by the culture of Nigerians. You see people from America talk about how they want to dress like Nigerians because a lot of things about us has changed. People love our culture. So I think cultural tourism would be something. And then beach tourism as well. We have beautiful beaches in Lagos, in Delta State. We have a lot of places. Even if you go to Yankari Game Reserve, there's this very pristine um lake that's just so beautiful. And also ecotourism have great potential as well in Nigeria. And then Nigerian music is so versatile. People love our music, and I think so that's something that we should also, be looking into. Food, and then festival as well. Our jollof rice has been a talk of the continent. Everybody knows about Nigerian jollof. It has been a whole lot of things. And so our food as well is also something that we can focus on. So with better safety, these areas could grow fast and contribute massively to the economy.
All right, thank you so much, Shola. Thanks for your time.
Thank you for having me,
All
Francis.
right. So we've been talking to Shola and she's given us her bit on the tourism sector and how we can get better. The show continues after this break. Stay with us. And on our numbers today, the Nigerian Naira continued its recovery against the American dollar at the official market on Monday, May 26, 2025. According to the Central Bank of Nigeria foreign exchange data, the Naira appreciated to 1,579 Naira 50 kobo to a dollar as against 1,580 Naira 40 kobo to a dollar. It traded on Friday, May 23rd, 2025. This represents a gain of 1 Naira 4 kobo for the local currency. On the black market, the Naira lost 5 Naira against the dollar to trade at 1,620 Naira to a dollar, as against the previous day's rate of 1,615 Naira to the dollar. The Naira lost 10 Naira against the British pound to trade at 2,170 Naira to a pound, as against the previous day's rate of 2,160 Naira to the pound. The Naira continues to hold steady against the Canadian dollar to trade at 1,200 to the Canadian dollar. The Naira closed flat against the euro to trade at 1,810 Naira to the euro, the same as the previous day's rate of 1,810 Naira. And that's where we call it a day on today's episode of Market Square. Join us next time as we peek into more stories and discussions. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Until next time, stay safe.